SLR install on the E36 today. Biggest thing right now is getting to the shop. I don't have windshield wipers and it's been real stormy here, so we got to figure that out. Hopefully we make it without dying, and I have zero gas. Haven't driven this car in months, so yeah, I guess first step is gas station, then shop. Just hoping it doesn't rain. We're crossing our fingers for no rain. I wiped off the windshield. I got my towel, so I think I'll be good. Leave it running while we fill up, gang, because the battery's dead. It's going down a little. That's good. Even for sitting though, it looks good. All right, we made it to the shop. Now we're gonna get this pressure washed up. All right, now the bay is decently clean, easy to work on. We're gonna be swapping the intake manifold for an M51. I gotta replace this Vanos feed line. It's leaking a little bit. And then I wanna clean up all this terrible wiring. That's all my fault, but it's okay, we'll figure it out. But yeah, bay is cleaner. Not perfect, cleaner. Slowest lift known to man. All right, so we got her in the air. She has been sitting for a while, so things look ugly. This was all brand new when I had it on last, so that sucks. Even the rack's new. We've got some stuck ball joints here, so we kill it with fire. If it's liquid, it cannot be solid. And now we cook. Now we can't have all these beautiful arms go into this crusty ass engine bay. Soaked her down with some super clean, and we're gonna get to spraying. Now that I've absolutely destroyed the shop floor, it's looking a lot cleaner. It's not perfect, but it looks pretty good. Ooh, got it mocked up. Let's do one of these. Oh, yeah, better. It's looking good. Gonna get everything torqued and Loctited, but first I gotta do my lollipops and get the other side on. I did a terrible job recording this, but we got the kit installed. This angle is insane. No rubbing. I think I have, none of my wheels fit, so I'm borrowing these wheels from a friend. I think I have a 20 mil spacer on, and it's a 17x9 wheel. Haven't put my front sway bar in yet. I don't know if I'm gonna rub on that, but we're gonna see right now. All right, first drive with the SLR. Look at that wheel sticking out. Woo-wee! The only thing I could note is a lot more vibration. I think it's the solid Delrin mounts and all the spherical stuff. Now we're getting into the M50 manifold swap. M52, using an M50 intake manifold, the runners are bigger on the OBD1 manifold, so it gives you a little bit more top end. You lose a little torque, but it's not anything noticeable with a tune. So we're wandering around, looking at everything, making sure everything looks good, and I notice that little shiny thing back there. My starter bolt backed out. So yeah, I think I need to fix that. That's a big deal. We've got the intake manifold off. This is the OEM M52 intake manifold, and this is M50. You can see the huge difference in runner size. The ports, as you can see, are smaller and way bigger, but it's the same gasket size. So the mating surface is the same, but the port is, you know, certain percentage bigger. We got, I don't know, but more airflow means more power, baby. So I bought a kit for the M50 manifold, and you get a little hose like this to attach all the CCV and the idle control valve. So I cut a little bit on the bracket to make that hose go straight and painted it up. I gotta let that dry, get this on there, and put it on the manifold. I'm terrible at recording, but I got everything fitted. I got extra long vacuum lines fitted, and now I have to tap the intake temp sensor, and I'm going to show you how I'm going to do that. So you cannot use an OBD1 intake temp sensor with the OBD2 car. So the OBD1 doesn't have threads. Use an M12 by 1.5 thread. Do that. Do that. What I'm gonna do is heat the fuck out of this tap or dye, whatever you want to call it, and run this down and see if that works. It's only gonna be a couple threads, but I'll put some silicone on it and call it good. Well, that was stupid. Don't try that. Buy a sensor that's tapped. I am just gonna glue that in and it'll work fine. So the funny thing is my threads actually worked pretty good. It's tight in there, but I put a little RTV on it so it never backs out. And then this thing's good to go once that's dry. Threw things together, got the manifold torqued, and we're all good to go. It started right up. It's got a little rev hang and stuff. It needs a tune, and it's gonna have to learn a little bit too as it runs. But I don't see any fuel leaks. I think everything's good to go. And now we've come to the end. I recorded this video like a year ago. Totally forgot about it, so I thought I'd throw it up. There's a lot more coming with the E36. I'm about to order some parts. I've got the whole interior stripped out of it right now because we had a couple issues, and you'll see that soon. So thanks for watching. I'll be back soon.